Buenos dias. All right, I'm not going to spend too much time on too much stuff. Um, all right. Well, I don't even think I really even need that since we're pre-market. All right, so plain and simple, we get the same exact thing with Nasdaq. All right, folks. All right, so we did all that buying yesterday, and for what? Absolutely nothing. All right, now if you're in the Discord, I kept y'all up to date. Said we were looking bullish if we got above 24,943, and that's exactly what happened, right? We shot up right here, strong push, and even stronger push to the upside. All right. You got up here though to this 25,115 level. As you can see, rejected, came back down, and we came back to that critical level 1. All right. This was the level that we were really looking for, this 24,943.75. And like I said, if we got above that, we need to make sure that we get that retest. Got that retest. I mean, we failed. All right. Highlighted this yesterday. In it, this was our 15-minute support. That's why we have it right there. We could not get above there. All right. We got above, came back, retested, completely rejected. All right. I mean, this is why at one point or another, trading just gets boring. All right. And if you're trading boring, in my opinion, you're trading correctly. Shouldn't be exciting no more. I really don't even care. All right. Just textbook stuff. So we saw this pattern play out. We have seen this pattern been playing out left and right. All right. So if this is anything you should load up inside your arsenal, it's this. Okay. These candle structures are here for a reason. All right. They're not just here because we're making stuff up. All right. A lot of traders use them. I use them. Do they always play out? No. I mean, nothing's, guaranteed in this life. Not even our life. All right. So take that to the bank, dog. We got this rising wedge. Okay. As you can see, get that drop, move up, break down below. What do you think's happening right here? Rinse and repeat, homeboy. All right. Like I said, first 30 minutes of the day has been straight manipulation. All right. So you pretty much break out in a direction. I mean, for futures, it's pretty much a go. Whatever direction you're moving in, I mean, that's pretty much, you're gonna get good direction in that way. Whether you're going downhill, whether you're moving up, I mean, it breaks out. It breaks out. But the second you get your money, get in and get out. All right. There's no sense in holding anything at all whatsoever. All right. Now, why would we see the rest of the market pull back? Well, for starters, it's Thursdays. So we got initial jobless claims. All right. We're going to see how many people lost their job and filed for unemployment for the first time this week. All right. So we'll get that data, I believe, 7:30. God, it's freaking internet. I believe 7:30, and if not, then no, yeah, I believe it is 7:30 as well. On top of that, we should be getting that data. That data is housing data. All right, when houses start and when their permits, and just pretty much future permits, right? So those are the things we're looking for. With that being said, that's going to let us know how the economy is doing. I mean, pretty much real estate. If real estate is doing good, we're doing good. All right. I got my own opinions on that. Everybody else can have their own. Real estate agents, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know a lot more than I do. But, I mean, writing's on the wall when we're just talking numbers, right? As y'all saw my post yesterday, women lie, men lie, but numbers don't. All right. So, I'm keeping my eye on open. All right. Hilarious how we have housing data and we got open with their earnings. All right. I like where they're at. I really do. I'm definitely gonna wait though. All right. Like I said, I like to play pre-earnings. As you can see, it's just a pretty standardized move on what they want to do right before earnings. All right, and that's for two reasons: either the company's about to completely just drop a nuke, or two, they're about to run it up. I mean, that's all you really can do, right? But you play pre-earnings, it's a safer bet. Post earnings, I mean, they could beat and still tank. All right. And if that happens, I mean, I'm pretty much, if it comes down to $3, I mean, hallelujah. Christmas definitely came early for this guy right here. And I'll take that any given day. All right. But yeah, so if where is that? If data comes out good for housing, this is just my opinion. All right. I don't think we're gonna get crazy good data on this. I mean, will housing start? Yeah, housing starts. People are starting to build houses, but I think that's definitely going to slow up considering the fact that we're not in the mood to cut rates right now. Why would we start building as much if, especially if people are not buying? All right, people aren't selling. Why aren't they selling? Interest rates suck. They're bunk. Why would anybody want to go buy a house right now? If you bought a house, I mean, you can always refinance, right? So a lot of people are saying, but then you're just stuck with this payment. And if we don't cut for the next couple of years, you're stuck with that payment. All I'm saying is that there's no initiative to want to go ahead and buy a house right now. All right. So, especially in the shape that the economy's in, tariffs, I mean, everything's a little bit more expensive. Nah, I wouldn't say everything's a little bit more expensive. In my opinion, I think everything is pretty much relatively the same. All right. Do some things go up? Yeah. Do some things go down? Yeah. But I think that's more based on the company. All right. I think that's company driven. As far as these rates and their decision on what they're gonna do, that all depends on the new chairman, all right, of the Federal Reserve. In my opinion, in March, when we do have that FOMC meeting, I definitely think we should cut rates, all right, because we all know this dude's going to come in, cut rates. I like Kevin Warsh. Helped us out through, I think it was 2008, their financial crisis. We had that crash. He helped mitigate a lot of that. Excuse me if my research is wrong. I'll go back and double check that. You want to fact check me, be my guest at any given time, all right? But I like this guy. He definitely is pro rates getting cut. But if I'm being completely honest, this guy does look at the numbers, all right? And like I said, that's someone that I don't want to say I can trust, but if you care more about numbers than about folks' feelings, I mean, I'll take that, man. I'll take that, to be completely honest with you, all right? Um, so yeah, we'll see what that data tells. I think it's going to come in slow, and I think the housing permits are going to come in good. I mean, we have promise in the horizon. All right, we do see the horizon. We do see beyond the horizon, if anything, and I think it's looking good in the future. So I think the housing permits. I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna see a lot of that. All right, and I'm with that. It's exactly what I want, if I'm being completely honest. The video, strong level right here. All right, we can't get above it. Strong level 2. This is why we have these levels. We get rejected right here, rejected right there, rejected. Guess what? Do you know? Come back down. All right, we just formed a death cross on the 4-hour. 182 looks good. Pre-market, we're down. They got that news with Meta. They just had a deal. I mean, come on. If you're not moving up after that, I mean, just that tells us everything we need to know. All right. Amazon is down. That's another thing too. We've seen a lot of these companies just pretty much start laying people off. All right. Wages came in hot. I mean, that was on our non-farm payroll data and unemployment, if I'm not mistaken. That's where we got that data. I mean, I don't want to say economy's looking like but it's not the best right now. All right. Apple, oof. Not gonna lie to y'all. Apple puts are looking very good right now. All right. Simple as this. Like I said, take it to the bank. Use this strategy as much as you want right now. All right. This is a great strategy. I've been using it and it's been helping the Discord pay out. All right. Got that rising wedge. Reject off the 200 SMA. We lose that 50 SMA. We're looking for 254. All right. And we're looking for it quick. I mean, you can't, it can't get more simple than that. All right. So we look for, if we lose 261, that's that break above. All right. This will be that retest. If we lose 261, puts are looking good. I'll probably hop in them with some time behind it. All right. Google, we already have it drawn out. All right. It's that possible strong level right here. If we reject and we open up down here, and this will be this is on the 15-minute too. All right. So be mindful of that. We lose that. I mean, this should be that retest already. All right. Drops down below, gets that retest, right? Shoots up. If we're going to go bullish, this would be the retest and it moves back up. But if not, we continue down. We all know where that's going. All right. And we're pretty much looking for this guy right here, this low right here. So we'll see more continuation to the downside and we'll be looking for this level, which I am stoked about. All right. If I'm being completely honest with you. And this will be our possible lower low. All right. Stand that low. All right. So we got a possible lower low level. Mark that on y'all's charts. 297.52. And if we zoom out to the 4 hour, that's exactly where our 200 SMA is at 296. I mean, that's looking great. And if you ask me, all right, that's just it. Then again, that is if you ask me on the 4 hour as well too. I mean, we see a lot of downside, right? Drop down, get that wedge, shoot down below. All right. It's not rocket science, folks. It's not rocket science. Anybody who tells you otherwise, they just want to sound smart so that way they could finally feel like they've redeemed themselves and boost their ego. And me, I'm not ego driven. All right. Ego is not your migo. Remember that. Especially in this game, I'll tell you that much. Marvel, I'm still holding these. All right. I still like this. All right. Like I said, it's almost standardized across the board, which is a little concerning. All right. But I mean, that lets you know that the market's incongruent. All right. And that's exactly what we want. So we just keep rejecting right here. As you can see, these are big levels. I'll mark it out right here. I bet you $1 million we could just take that level all the way to the left. And I bet you we could see a lot of resistance, a lot of turmoil, right? Shall I say? Oh yeah, see. And if y'all are following this, I mean, I'm looking all the way over here, right? It's how simple it is. This is how simple. Oh yeah, see, let's take that level, right? This is exactly what I find right here, all right, when I'm looking for levels. So for those of y'all that are having trouble finding levels, I mean, it's as plain as that. You find a flat area and you find a wick, you find something, right, that you can go based off of. 80.29 right here. Okay. This is a possible level. Possible? No. We're going to change that to a strong support and resistance. All right. Strong. All right. So you see right here, you bounce off, you lose support, you shoot up, lose support again, reject, boom. Okay. Move it all the way to the right now. You get past that level, shoot up, you lose it, reject it. Simple as that. Once again, you shoot up, retest is successful. You keep bouncing one more time. Sometimes you might get more than one retest. All right. You just keep following that level. All right. Follow the yellow brick road. Shoot up, reject, boom. Shoot up. This is where you shoot right up above. All right. For those of y'all that they're like, well, there's no candles. Easy as that. You shoot up, retest. You're supposed to bounce right here. All right, you don't, you gap down. It's finito. All right, that's all she wrote. Let it go. Shoot up above, bounce. Beautiful retest, especially when you get a strong break like that. You get a push above, you shoot right up above. I mean, now you're just flirting with disaster at this point. All right, for all my country folks. All right, we're teetering right here. We're teetering. Boom. You lose that level. Guess where we're at again? I mean, y'all saw it real live right here on the video. All right. We marked this level in the beginning right here. And it's no bullshit. All right. I'm going to just put it like that. There's no bullshit. All right. In this, there's a reason why it's just flat right here. Flat. We rejected. That's a hard reject. And, I don't mean to be insensitive, but I mean, this is just what it's called across the term. I'm pretty sure there's an actual term for this. Might even call it like I don't know. I don't want to mess that up, but it's Twin Towers right here. When you get a green candle to go up, followed by the other candle, I mean, that's when you see those push downs. All right. You're coming back down. You got 78. Your 200 day is right here. All right. I mean, you bounce right there. You bounce right there. You lose support right there. How many times are we going to continue bouncing? That's all I'm saying. All right. It's not looking good, not looking strong. All right. I wanted to talk about this when it's pertaining to our market right now. All right. We're coming down. We're coming down. I mean, the Bears are waving high. They're like me in the morning. Buenos dias. Okay. They're a little bit more peppy than I am. Me, I think I've just been through so much at this point where nothing really excites me anymore. But I've gone on and on about this, all right? I mean, it's hard to time these things, right? But this is a known thing, okay? We do borrow money from Japan. It is a lot cheaper to borrow money in Japan with their interest rates being the way that to be honest, I wish we had their interest rates. I mean, everybody be buying houses. We be spending some money. All right, can we afford to? No. All right, that's why that's why we haven't cut rates the way that we would like for that to happen. Okay, big level. All right, I'm pretty sure I could switch this to my other canvas and that'll show you exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so got this beautiful, not beautiful. I shouldn't say beautiful, but I mean, if we're looking bullish, right? We got this W pattern forming. We get above here, get that retest, break above this level right here of, let me give you exact levels here, okay? 159.063. That market's going to come down. If we see this continue to push up, market's coming down. All right? Market's coming down. We're going to see Japan pull a lot of their money out, even though we got that $500 billion U.S. investment. We don't know if they're buying land. We don't even know if they're buying stocks. We don't know what they're doing with that money. They could just boost it into our economy just by buying bonds, mutuals, and everything. And I'm not mad at that. All right? There's just no saying on how that money is being spent. All right, we don't know how it's being allocated. Let's just keep it plain and simple, okay? Next, another thing that we want to keep a lookout on today's chart is the VIX. All right, I mean, this guy's rose up to 2021. As you can see, this is that's the daily, okay? This is not our VIX that we've been keeping track of. So let me go jump to a different one real quick and find exactly which one is it. It is this one right here, okay? We found support. We found support right here. I mean, if you've been keeping up with the Discord, all right, we've been calling this out. We found support right here. If we break above 21.23, I mean, expect that shot up, all right? That's one. We're flirting with disaster. That's the first time, you know what I'm saying? Flirting with disaster once, flirt with disaster twice. I mean, you keep knocking on the devil door. Somebody's going to answer, all right? So, just saying. I'm just saying, all right? You want to go play on the freeway some more? Be my guest, all right? Like my mom always used to tell me. And that's probably why nothing really excites me these days, is because I'm used to playing on the freeway. Now you want to go play tag? Fuck out of here, dog. All right. So pretty much plain as simple as that. Um, Discord, folks. Discord. All right. Love the Discord. I mean, you can get all your information, everything you possibly need. I mean, this isn't a gambling center. All right. So if you expect, some days I'm blowing y'all up. I mean, as y'all know, I am just annoying y'all with notifications. But I mean, isn't that what y'all want? Don't you want someone to notify you when the market is moving, when moves are happening? When you get that notification, fuck Instagram, fuck Twitter, fuck your girlfriend, fuck your boyfriend, fuck everything and anybody. There's money to be made. And I'm letting y'all know what's happening when it's happening. All right. Simple as that. You want to make some money. This is the best way to do it. All right. Um, Giving y'all updates. All right. What's that? Monday? That was Monday. Okay. What was I talking about? That VIX move right here. Boom. Beautiful. Right here. All right. Dropping this was yesterday, 9 a.m. Dropping dramatically. So let's see how the 50 SMA, and if it bounces off, then expect some more volatility. But this is the retest, right? Boom. Got that bounce. I mean, come back to it. Get that strong bounce. All right. I mean, giving y'all the sauce here. All right. New. This is new. Okay. Got our economic calendar. You open that up. I'm not going to pull that up. All right. I'm not going to. I have to add a whole bunch of other stuff. All right. But go check that out. Dates are subject to change. All right. Things change. Sometimes we got to push things back. Government shuts down. They're updating things all the time. All right. Still, trade ideas, giving y'all everything y'all need, profits and losses. I mean, paper trading. I hate hearing the term, well, I'm broke. Well, you could still learn. All right. That way, when you do have money and you do get your shit together, you know exactly what to do and where to go and how to play it. All right. 6 bands right there. It's going to give you the confidence. That's what you want when you walk into the market. You want confidence, all right? You step onto the basketball court for the first time during your first game with no practice. Hell no, I'm benching your ass. And I'll tell you what, you want to step on that court, make yourself look like a fool? That's on you. Go practice, dog, all right? Practice by reading the glossary. Learn the terms, learn the lingo. You know what I'm saying? When I'm saying run ISO, baby, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to do this in the middle of the game, and you look at me like this. Tom, get your ass out of here, man. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Bet you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. All right. Disclaimer, folks. Go hit that, okay? But I'm giving y'all everything, all right? Giving y'all everything. I'm doing all the hard labor. Anytime you get these notifications, just go check in, all right? I'm going to start posting when it comes to this channel right here. Working on it, getting a few things set up. That'll be a whole different area right there, all right? Whole different channel. You won't get this on this channel when I'm talking about stocks, okay? So that's it. And let's go get this money on, dog. Let's go get this moolah. Love coffee. Love coffee. All right, folks. Y'all have a good one. Go get that money. Peace.